Emerging from the underground parties of the 1920s, jazz continued to crisscross college campuses. Over the next decades, jazz artists discovered a new venue for their performances that took them far away from the smoky nightclubs and into the halls of the academy, making collegiate America fertile ground for new sounds. In the Hoosier heartland, one such sound proved so innovative it would become one of the most imitated jazz quartets to hit the musical scene. The singing group The Four Freshmen really were freshmen when they all met at Butler University's Arthur Jordan Conservatory of Music in Indianapolis in 1947. They were all homegrown Hoosiers, too. Brothers Ross and Don Barber came from Columbus. Bob Flanagan hailed from Greencastle, and Hal Cratch was from Warsaw. It was one day after a shared music theory class that Hal approached Ross with a proposition. Let's start a quartet. And Hal's harmonizers began entertaining the Butler campus with melodies inspired by Johnny Mercer and the Pied Pipers. By the end of their freshman year, reveling in their newfound popularity, the boys left the Butler halls for the Midwest clubs, recruiting friend Bob Flanagan as their new lead voice and renaming themselves the Four Freshmen. It was a chance meeting with popular big band leader Stan Kenton in 1950 that would shape their sound and their career. Kenton's progressive arrangements inspired the Four Freshmen to shift from basic barbershop vocals to bold, complex harmonies. Flanagan recalled, "I knew we had to develop something more than what we were doing. So, probably because I played trombone myself, I started paying careful attention to the trombone section. We tried to imitate their sound, their phrasing." Safe in my heart, out of a dream. After being told about a quartet in town that sounded like his 43-piece ensemble, Kenton attended the Four Freshmen's performance at the Esquire Lounge in Dayton, Ohio. The concert did not disappoint. Kenton immediately arranged an audition with his label. Within months, the Four Freshmen signed to Capitol Records, but their first releases failed to sell well, and the label dropped them. It was Stan Kenton, their biggest advocate, who persuaded Capitol to go ahead and give the freshmen copies of their recording It's a Blue World to distribute to radio DJs. The song took off, becoming the group's first charted single, and by July of 1952, Capitol Records re-signed the group. It's a Blue World was the start of a series of freshman recordings that stamped themselves on the collective consciousness of a 1950s undergraduate following, including The Day Isn't Long Enough, How Can I Tell Her, Please Remember, and Angel Eyes. With you away, how empty they have grown. If you think you've heard the Four Freshmen sound before, you probably have, in the form of a group that came after them, and whose primary creative personality counted himself as a fan, Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys. Wilson later reminisced about the countless hours he spent as a young boy deconstructing each melody. The Four Freshmen, their hearts were full of spring so enchanted Wilson that he lifted the vocal arrangement note by note as A Young Man Is Gone, and then under the original title for the live Beach Boys '69 LP. It wasn't just their singing that kept the Four Freshmen sound compelling, however. Over the years, the group strove to reimagine their iconic sound, introducing new instrumentation such as trumpets, guitars, and violins. In addition to recording numerous concept albums, the Freshmen kept up a prolific touring schedule across America, focusing especially on college campuses. Through the years, members of the Four Freshmen would come and go, with the last original member, Bob Flanagan, retiring in 1993, over 50 years after the Four Freshmen first hit the jazz scene. Rarely has any musical group endured the longevity that the Four Freshmen accomplished. New incarnations of their sound continue to resonate throughout modern music. And to think it all began on that one afternoon as four young freshmen walked the halls of Butler University.